Like, as a creative person, I hate AI.
Okay.
I feel like AI is for the people that don't want to spend the money to hire somebody to create an idea for them. And they're not creative enough themselves to do it.
All right, welcome back to some more of Super Mario Sunshine. We've cleared through worlds 1 through 5. We need to clear out world 6. See, this is how you keep track of everything. This is the map. It gives you details of each of the areas, and if you click on that little shine sprite where it says totals, that'll show you all the shine sprites you've collected.
Okay.
So yeah, I can be like, whoop, hold on. It's a little awkward. It's not really motion controls or smooth. It's an old analog stick. But yeah, it tells you all about the areas. The isle's largest beach sprawls under perfect blue skies. And it gives you like little postcards of like, wish you were here. So yeah, they got a lot of presentation and pizzazz in this map. But yep, anytime you hit the Z key, it'll show you the map and all the areas that you've unlocked and the total shine sprites you have collected. So yeah, just to recap, these are all the levels. Pianta Village, Gelato Beach, Bianco Hills, Rico Harbor, Delfino Plaza, Pina Park, Serena Beach, Delfino Airship kinda is a level. It's kind of like just the prologue, and you can revisit it afterwards. And Noki Bay. So today we're gonna finish off Noki Bay and then make our way to Pianta Village. Once we clear those two, then we have to do some cleanup in Isle Delfino Plaza itself. And then we can enter the finale, which is Corona Mountain.
Get the Rona.
Yep. Beware. It's the Rona. The source of all pollution.
Oh my gosh. My coworker got my hopes up. And then I did some digging, and I don't think it'll happen.
See, that's what the totals look like.
But she was like, yeah, they're going to do another shutdown. And I was like,
We shall see. Alright, so let's head off to Noki Bay and finish off. I believe we're on mission 5. Mission 6, the Shell Secret.
Noki? Does that mean there's no locks? Because there's Noki.
That is correct. Noki. No, the Noki are the name of the little shell people.
Oh, okay.
The little characters with the shells on their back. Like the old man over here.
Yeah.
Yes, hello there. Master Mario, you've become tied to our destiny, I'm afraid. A pathway to another world has opened above our fair land. Surely you will go there. Of course, you must go there. I apologize for involving you in all this. Good luck. We'll cheer you on from here. Farewell.
Alright, so we have to make our way to the secret seashell. See, those are the Noki.
Oh, you'll have to use the rope to climb up there, I'm afraid.
Alright, so with some fun little bouncing off ropes.
Gosh, I love moss.
Aesthetically, this is my favorite one. Especially now that the purple pollution has gone away. I like the music. It's very calming and peaceful.
Yeah.
It's also different from the standard da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's its own melody. It probably does still have the leitmotif of Mario Sunshine, but it sounds more like its own melody. And I don't know, I just like looking at it and being like, wow, what a pretty area.
It's very pretty.
Alright,
like, I really like the castle.
The seashell.
And the shells.
Uh-oh. There it goes. Alright, this is a tricky one.
We went from the ocean to space.
And it just keeps going and going and going. And this is interesting because we're like a fish in a tank. First things first, get out of the tank. Wall jump. Nice. Alrighty.
They didn't even nail the nails in all the way.
So actually, if you pound in the nails, you either get a coin or a 1-up.
Oh.
Yeah, so it rewards you for pounding in the nails.
I'm just gonna finish this for you real quick.
So, because it's very common to lose lives during these special stages, And when you lose a life in the special stages, it kicks you to the start of the special stage.
Oh.
If you lose a life in the other stages, it kicks you back to the plaza.
Oh.
If you lose all of your lives in the special stage, it kicks you out to the plaza.
Okay.
So there's always a way to get 1-ups in the special stages.
Yeah.
To be like, hey,
So
you
that you
can
don't
keep
have to
racking
go.
up 1-ups so you don't have to go back to the plaza.
Yeah.
That being said, even getting the 1-ups is easier said than done. So we're gonna bounce up here. Woohoo! Wahey! Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Now, yeah, you gotta do a lot of wall jumping in this challenge. Ugh. Oh, my depth perception. There we go.
My depth perception. It hurts.
There we go. Good, good. All right, we're almost done. Not too shabby. I'm not gonna do that. Nope. I think that narrow little streak leads right to a 1-up mushroom.
I had to explain to a customer that I had bad depth perception because they thought that I was just being, like, cheeky.
Oh, okay.
I went to hand them a cookie, like, in a bag, and I, like, kept missing them. And he was like, give me my cookie! And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm trying! And it was really awkward.
I'll bet.
I was like, I had really bad depth perception.
Almost got it. Oh, I got you $1. Oh,
I should have played it
almost
off
got
as being like, this is my cookie now.
You were being genuine.
It's just like, I'm trying. Stop moving your hand.
There we go. Nice.
Giggity giggity, we got 69 shine sprites. All right.
Alrighty, so next up, we're gonna take on Shadow Mario in Noki Bay. And then once we do that, we just have to take him down in Pianta Village, and then we have access to Corona Mountain. But I said I'm getting all the shine sprites. I'm going to get all the shine sprites. Hold it, Shadow Mario! Now this is one of the trickier Shadow Mario areas because he's just gonna keep climbing up.
Oh.
Onward and upward. And you still gotta spray him and take him down. And then once he reaches the top, he'll jump down to the bottom and you gotta do the thing all over again. Alright, so I'm gonna try to spray. Yeah, there we go. Use that power spray. Power thirst. It's like shaving your chest with a lawnmower.
Ew.
Power thirst. Power thirst was like this weird energy drink that had like these goofy ads on the internet.
I don't remember that one.
And one of them was just like, it's like shaving your chest with a lawnmower. Get power thirst today. And I don't know if it was a real product or just like that was the joke.
Like.
Because I've never seen a power thirst.
Yeah.
I've seen G Fuel. I've seen Monster. I've seen Red Bull. I think there's another one. But no, I've never seen Power Thirst.
Yeah. I've never heard of that. And I used to drink a lot of energy drinks.
Well, this was like, I'm gonna throw you for a loop here. E-Bombs World. Are you familiar with that website? Oh wow, that was before Newgrounds. Really? You don't even know Newgrounds?
No.
Ho ho. Newgrounds was like this like freelance animator site where a lot of people made their own like Flash animation cartoons and stuff like that. And a lot of those brought forth like a renaissance of creators that kind of like took the helm in YouTube. Like they moved over to YouTube
Okay.
and kind of became big over there until the algorithm no longer was kind to animators. And then most of them was just like, well, shit. Some of them, again, became big in the animation industry, but for YouTube, they realized they can't be an animator on YouTube. It just isn't kind to them. The same way, like, being a gaming channel, like,
Yeah.
that has had its time as well. Like, YouTube had its era of strides of, like, what was popular and not. And unfortunately, animation keeps getting the shit end of the stick, and AI's not helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the idea of AI. I really do.
It's only getting worse. they're talking about like a lot of ideas of like scripts being written through AI and animations you can watch that are completely made of AI, and like a lot of people, like there's this trend going down, and I think it's cool, but at the same time I'm just like, I do feel indifferent. It's like, I'll give you an example. Imagine Adventure Time as an 80s fantasy. And it'll show you all the characters AI generated as like an 80s fantasy movie.
Right.
And like some of those just like, okay, kind of cool, but also I'm just like, a computer made this.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, to me...
So it's weird where I'm just like, neat, you made this?
Well, to me, like, AI has to pull from people. It has to pull from something real. So it's technically stealing. Like, there was this huge thing, one of the creators that I followed, she has, like, a very specific painting style, and, like, people were using her painting style that was an unusual painting style because it was AI generated, and then she found out that her artwork from her site was taken for AI generation.
Yeah.
Without her permission. So people are just like using a free AI site to get a piece of artwork from her instead of paying her.
It's really messing with
it's
copyright
shitty.
laws.
It's so shitty. And it, like, I just really hate it. To me, like, this type of stuff is killing the creative.
Okay. Well, it's one of the reasons that Hollywood's on strike, both the writers and the actors, because they're being threatened of being replaced by AI. Because, like, did you hear that, like, James Earl Jones will forever be the voice of Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Because now Darth Vader is done through AI?
Yeah.
Like, they've AI'd James Earl Jones' voice?
Yeah.
And, like, that's going to become a norm of, like, actors that are either too old to do it or have passed away. It's going to be done through AI. And we're reaching this, like, very
I hate it because
uncanny,
what about
odd...
all of the new people that, like, their passion and their talent is in acting or art or voice work, and they're like, oh, well, no, we're just going to use this instead. And it's like, okay, what now?
I don't know. I don't know what the future for, like, art holds. I don't know if it's, like, a tool that you just kind of have to, like, go with it and see where it goes. If it's going to weed out, like, those that are passionate or just those that are in for the fame or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen. It's odd either way, because I think as a positive, especially like with the Hollywood strike, well, now there should be like an uptake in independent films. It's just like cool now that like there's not this chokehold on the film industry. Not that there ever should have been one, but it should be like the indie game market.
Yeah.
Everyone has their tools to make their own games where it's just like, oh, you don't like that Nintendo 64 game, you can make your own.
Yeah.
You don't like that puzzle game, you can make your own puzzle game. Make your own RPG, make your own racer. Like, there are indie games out the wazoo, released on a daily, almost weekly basis, just of the games they make, and I kind of want that for the film industry.
Oh, yeah.
And the animators and stuff, to where it's like, Hollywood doesn't own filmmaking. It's like, you want to make a film, you can do it.
What I dislike about everything, like, with the art world, though, is money talks.
Yeah, that
like,
too.
It's expensive to make a film.
Yes.
It's expensive to advertise a film.
So
it's
here's the
expensive
counterpoint.
to show
AI
a film.
is cutting off a lot of those additional costs, not just for studios, but for people that's just like, God, it's expensive to do this. Like, I'd like to show the talent to put in all this work and this money, but I can also have AI do it and then continue on my avenue. So I've heard that argument too, from people that just like, I'm not an animator, but I want to have a story through animation. I use AI to do,
but see,
like someone did an anime through AI.
What's devastating about that, though, is why then wouldn't they partner with an artist?
Because they don't want to pay them. Like, they don't have the money to pay them.
But that's just it now, isn't it? Because now that artist is shit out of luck because somebody is going to use AI to create the artwork that they did anyway and is going to use it and make money from it without that artist's permission. That's the shit. Someone is always going to lose with AI.
I got you.
Like,
I'd say someone is always going to lose when money's involved. But I see what you're saying.
But what I was going with for the money aspect is, like, Hollywood has the money to advertise all over the world.
Yes.
For their movies and their films and things that they're doing. Whereas an independent artist doesn't really have the ability to do that. But small scale, I think it would be really amazing to see, like, local filmmakers putting movies out that we can watch and see.
Yeah. I mean, there's this clip, I think it's of, like, rock, paper, scissors as an anime. The entire thing was done with AI, and it blew up just because people were engrossed. Like, they took the story and the writing and the concept, and they made it an engrossing, interesting anime. So I'll show it to you after this video, but
part of me doesn't want to support it.
Okay.
I don't even want to watch it because that's support.
Okay. Interesting. So you're just, like, fully against it.
Yeah. People are like, oh, it's
no
a great
room for
tool.
nuance,
It's a great tool. No, it is literally stealing the job of someone else. Like,
okay. I'm curious if our puppers would have a valid counterpoint, because I can't think of one, but I know that there's a lot of support. It's divided. There's a lot of people that support AI. There's a lot of people that are against AI. There's thousands of videos of those, why AI is a good thing, why AI is a bad thing, why it destroys creativity, why. It's a huge discussion. There's no one right answer.
Yeah. And it's not, I don't think that I'm right just because I don't like it.
Right. But you're still
I'm
allowed
open
to dislike it.
Yeah, I'm open to the idea of it being used as a tool, but right now it's not being used as a tool. It is quite literally stealing jobs.
Okay.
Like, why, as an artist myself, why would I paint? Why would I try to make a living through art when someone can just be like, oh, that's really cool, take a picture and then have AI print it for them?
I got you.
Why would I do that to myself? Why would I want to go be a writer when, because I have an online book, AI is going to take my writing style and just write its own book? Why would I do that to myself? Like, as a creative person, I hate AI.
Okay.
I feel like AI is for the people that don't want to spend the money to hire somebody to create an idea for them, and they're not creative enough themselves to do it. So they're going to make a robot do it by stealing other people's stuff.
So you see it only as stealing. You don't see it as a creative avenue at all.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Not whenever it needs someone else's stuff to exist. So it'd be one thing if, like, say digital art, for example. Like, I draw a picture and then I upload it and put it into Photoshop and then have AI, like, fill in certain things or fix certain things. That's a tool.
Okay.
It is taking something I made and making it even more mine.
Okay.
What I don't like is, hey, I really want a painting that looks like this, so I'm going to type in all these words and it's going to make a painting that looks like this, but I'm not going to pay the artist that this is based off of.
Okay.
Then why is that artist being an artist? Why don't they just go be an accountant and hate themselves?
What makes an artist, though?
Somebody who is creating.
Okay.
That'd be like AI taking Elemental Isles and being like, we're going to make this game, but just different enough.
Okay, but...
And you're not going to get any credit or any money, and we're going to be awesome.
I feel like that's already been done before AI was a thing, though.
But AI is just another way they're doing it.
Yeah. AI is another way of doing it, exactly.
I make a painting of a landscape, and AI is like, hey, that's super cool. I'm going to take it, and I'm not going to pay you, and you can't do anything about it. Okay. Like, how is that fair? I just don't think it's fair. And it's not other artists doing AI.
It's
people that can't do it themselves.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I can't paint a picture, so I'm going to get really good at AI to paint a picture.
Yeah, that'll be the new tool, exactly.
Like, it's not artists using AI as a tool that's an issue. It's not artists using it so that they don't have to pay artists.
Okay.
Like, it's a death of art. I don't see it as a growth. Like, I definitely think
I see art
digital
as something
art,
that's constantly changing.
digital
taking
art is
form.
definitely growth. It's change, it's development. Some people, like, unfortunately, still don't respect digital art.
Okay.
I'm not proud to say I was one of those people.
Okay.
Until I actually got Photoshop and started trying to do digital art. And I was like, this shit is hard.
Yeah.
And then I just had like this massive respect for the digital art that I was seeing. And I was like,
Do you think in time, the more effort that's put towards AI, you'll respect it better? The same way you did digital art?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because it's still theft. Digital art is quite literally just a sketchbook that you use a mouse to draw with instead of a pencil.
Okay.
Or, an electric pad instead of a pencil. Like, there's still talent you have to have.
Do you consider memes theft? Taking a picture and adding like a quote or something to it or something like that?
If you're making money from it, yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
So I know, like, a lot of these viral memes that are around, the person in the meme is making the money.
Yeah?
They're compensated for how popular they are.
Okay.
But if it wasn't them, if it was just like some rando in Canada making money off of their image,
right?
Yeah, that's theft. Especially if there's no permissions given.
I got you.
Like, I don't know if that's legally correct. Like,
Well, copyright law is not the same in all areas of the world. That's another
and I
thing to
don't
keep
know
in
a lot
mind.
about copyright laws.
It's
at
different
all.
in the U.S. to Europe to Japan. Like, Japan's is completely different from ours.
So, but I know for me, AI right now, like, it would have to do something pretty dramatic for me to be like, oh no, it's okay. Because right now it just seems like, oh, you don't have the talent to do artwork, so you're just going to steal somebody else's talent and use a computer so you don't have to pay them.
Okay.
To me, it takes the respect out of art.
Okay.
I don't know. Again, it's a hard opinion for me right now, but...
Well, you're very passionate about it, I'll say that. And, like, I just don't know enough, but I know that, like, it's divided. So, like, there has to be, like, another stance that, again, I'm not getting the information.
The only positive stance I've heard about AI is it's cheap. It's cheap. It's a great way to save money.
I'm open to hearing more positives, because I don't think that would be the only reason people would use AI.
I mean, that's the only
But
thing I've heard.
Who knows?
That is the only thing I've heard is it's cheap, it's fast. It takes the communication out of things, so there's no miscommunication. It gives you exactly what you ask for.
Right.
But that also means that there's no happy accident.
Okay.
So it's like if Jaws was written by AI, there would be no famous line, I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay.
There's no room for anything to create a soul of its own.
For improv or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no, like, for example, like there's a Rothko painting. Rothko's not my favorite artist, but it is what it is. He's famous for a reason. I respect him as a performance artist. But his one painting, he does all the, like, splatter paint work. And his one is, like, all black and white splatter, and then there's, like, one splat of red. And it's one of his most famous paintings, and people are, like, speculative all the time of, like, oh, what does it mean? It represents this, it represents that. And then in an interview, Rothko was like, oh no, I just forgot to cover it while I was working on another painting. Like, it was actually an accident.
Yeah. And that's
if that was AI, that never would have happened. That painting wouldn't exist.
Good.
I mean, like I said, I'm not a big Rothko fan, but I do understand and respect his position in art.
That's my hot take. Good.
Yeah, because it's the same with White on White. That painting makes me irrationally angry, but I can't help but respect its place in art history.
Okay.
I hate it. I think it's a load of shit. But it is famous for a reason. And even though I don't like it, I respect it.
What was the other one? Like the banana taped to the wall?
Oh my god, Andy Warhol.
It's just like, that's where I'm just like, it's a disrespect of art. I feel like art has already disrespected itself.
Well, I'm not a modern art fan.
Long before AI.
Yeah, I'm not a modern art fan at all.
Where like you just go with the flow of the ocean and do what you feel right,
there's
or you just
very few modern art pieces that I enjoy or that I think are more than just a way to bullshit some sort of meaning behind splatters and shapes. That does not mean that people that enjoy that artwork are wrong or bad. It is a matter of taste. It is not my taste.
It sounds very similar to the way I talk about games, and like, I'm an old curmudgeon. The games back then, they had so much more of a soul than that's what it sounds like as someone who's not as passionate. So I'm seeing the similarity, because when I talk about them old Zeldas, they have passion, Breath of the Wild, and you're just like, if you say so. When you're talking about how, this new thing, this is what disrespects art, I'm just like, And it's like, I don't know if I entirely agree, but I don't have a counter argument because I don't share that deep passion.
Yeah. Well, even like in a deeper mindset of things, it's like I create a lot of art. Okay, I love art. It's part of who I am as a person. I will always be creating artwork in one form or another. And all I can think of is if someone took the opportunity away from me to share that with others, I don't know what I would do.
So you greatly sympathize with the person who had their art taken and changed, and they had no idea.
And the future of artists in general, because it's like, if I know some people who are fantastic anime artists. They just so good. The artwork is beautiful. It's detailed. They spend so much time on it, and you can really see their skill and their talent in this artwork. And all I can think of is like their dream is to be an animator and be a manga artist, or something like that, and they don't ever get that opportunity because they are too expensive to be in the industry to pay a livelihood for, when you can have a computer do it. Yeah. That's just, it saddens me so much. And it's like, they, no one is stopping them. They can still do it. And it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same as being able to do it and share it and sustain yourself from it. Like, that's the dream. It should be the dream for every human being alive, is to be able to sustain yourself doing something you love to do.
Right. I can agree to that.
So it's like, if the opportunity to do what you love to do is taken away from you, now what? Okay. Like, the path to find joy has to be started all over again. And it's just like,
make new discoveries.
Yes, but it's also like, can you imagine?
I don't know.
Could you imagine like an animator right now in their 50s, 60s being like, well, time to find a new passion?
Fair enough. Okay.
Like, that's devastating. Like, for kids, I can see it being a little bit easier. For younger people, because they haven't lived in a certain way for very long, that it's like, well, fuck.
Because funnily enough, like, that happened before, when 2D animation changed to 3D animation. Yeah. A lot of those 2D animators, it's like, you're done.
Yeah.
You've served your time, have fun.
And then it's like, okay, well, what now?
Yeah.
And it's just, it saddens me, like, very deeply in my core. I just feel sadness.
Well, Puppers, we're going to conclude with this. What are your opinions on AI art?
And be kind. For it? Be kind.
Are you against
There's
it?
no right or wrongs right now. I'm not going to be aggressive.
Listen to the video again and understand.
I'm not going to be aggressive or angry if you're pro AI. I'm not going to be like, you're a thief. Like, that is my personal feelings that are not right or wrong either. Like, that is, there's no right or wrong answers, kids.
Alrighty.
But if you are
if
pro
you do
AI,
dispute it, be ready for her retorting your dispute.
But I will do it with kindness. It's more out of curiosity, like, what are the pros? Because again, the only one that I've heard is it is cheaper. Okay. What are the other pros? Like, if you have some, please let me know, because I'm all for enlightening. I'm not unable to be swayed in my opinions. This is how I feel right now.
Okay, then. All right, folks. We'll see you all in the next episode as we try to clear Pianta Village.
That was a serious episode.